What's up, guys?
The home point has been
everybody's
updated.
having a
Please
wonderful
check
day.
it on the map.
This is a follow-up video in reference to the Mavic Mini. I mean, what I did is took this thing and had a blast with it, but now I'm going to attempt to do something a little different. Not like different as far as, because there's so many Mavic Mini videos out there, so it's nothing like crazy. But what I'm going to do is actually attempt to fly this thing to where it's going through a concrete tunnel, loses all sensors, goes into ADI mode, and GPS is gone, and it's going to be like, wow, okay, here we go. So here I am, just kind of setting it up. I'm thinking about it, and I did this before in the previous video, which thanks to you guys, I've gotten a bunch of views on. So I felt it was necessary to make a follow-up video. So here it is. I'm gonna do it right off the bat. No wasted time. Going through here, and all of a sudden, here we go. The sensors, where the lighting kicks in, and then
ADI
completely
mode
goes, you know, there's nothing, and then bam, came out the other side. Now I'm walking across from the tunnel trying to get over to it because I can see where it's at, and I'm like, okay, I still got control. It came back, and I'm going, okay, all right, everything's working. It's kind of cool. All right, it didn't crash, it didn't fall into the water, so I'm pretty stoked. I was like, okay, because at that point when it was doing it, I was like literally heart pounding, going, okay, this thing's gonna freaking hit something and just go. So I guess that's a celebratory wave. So this is a 20-minute video. I think YouTube limits me to 15 as of now, so I might have to edit the end part of this video a little bit, but I'm gonna try and do my best to narrate everything the best way I can. This particular quad on this Mavic Mini has surpassed anything I've ever imagined for the size and capability it looks like it can do. And I've said this before, I've said it 100 times. When you get something that's toy grade looking, like I bought the Hubsons a long time ago. Bought a lot of different quads, and it's like like gambling. You just, I mean, you're probably not going to win anything, but it's fun to play the game. So you get some fun toys, you get some fun quads, but for the most part, that's the end of the day, that's what they are. This one is totally just game-changing everything, because it feels like a toy, and it flies like not a toy, pretty much. So here in a minute, I'm gonna fly this thing around a little bit here. I'm trying to get some good views of the water and stuff, because I mean, it's such a great camera, and obviously I'm doing a screen record, so it's limited. I do have the other recording from the quad, but as of yet, I've not put it up. It's been really windy here, so it's been hard to find a time to fly. So I'm in lower Alabama, towards the Gulf Coast area. Excuse me. And everybody's been sick, and we're making it through just like anybody else. And it's like, wow, okay, welcome to Happy Holidays. Grab you some cough drops and some Mucinex or Theraflu and have a good day. So I'm just taking it up, just trying to check out the scenery, because I did want to get it up in the air a little bit. The wind was, kind of okay. But I did want to take it up, just get a little bit of aerial shots around where I was at. And this thing, it's just amazing as far as how it, even in like 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, you cannot see a glimmer of nothing on the gimbal. So here goes the warning, the strong wind warning. Like I said, it was pretty windy, so I didn't take it up too far. Just enough to get it up there a little bit, just to show it off. So bringing it back down, just playing with it. And this thing, like I said, the thing about this is I think that makes it a different drone as far as, or quad, however you want to word it, doesn't matter, is that the size of it versus its capability. It's like looking at that car at the red light going, what is this station wagon thing it's going to do? Or what is this Pinto? Or what is this small car? And then all of a sudden you're like, wow. It just, from the gate, took off and totally amazed you. And that's this Mavic Mini. That's it. The technology packed in this little tiny thing, and it's simplistic in its setup. Now, the one thing I did realize is that I have an older phone I've had sitting in a drawer. It's an Android. It's not that old. It's maybe a year or two old. I think it's got the 7.0 Android Nougat or whatever. Now, I do everything with iPhones anymore, but so I said I try to download the DJI Fly app. It don't recognize it, so I think DJI is, and it says it on the box when you buy the drone. It says made for iPhone. It says it right there, just like it does for the Mavic Pro, Mavic Pro Platinum. It says made for iPhone. So I think that being said, I think if you're an iPhone user, you're going to be a lot more satisfied in the way that you don't have to worry about issues. I'm sure if you got a Galaxy 10 or Note 10, whatever these Android stuff is, it's probably going to hook up pretty good. But if you have a, I don't know, a cheaper phone that you bought from a dollar store or Walmart or something that's whatever, you might not be able to download the DJI Fly app. So keep that in mind as you're saving up your bucks to buy something like this. So as usual, I'm going to leave links for everything and show it. I think, yeah, right here I'm getting ready to go through the tunnel. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I did it once. See if we can do it again, but I'm doing it through a different tunnel because there's 3 different tunnels here underneath this overpass or this road. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, so right now, yeah, I'm not done it quite yet, but I'm fixing to get ready to attempt to go through the tunnel. And just so you know, spoiler alert, I make it. It does go through the tunnel a second time, but it's in a different tunnel than the first one. So I'm here. I'm just trying to get some different shots and just playing around with it because it's a different scenery than what I'm filmed with this one before. I just love the water stuff. I mean, it's so easy to film, but every time you film it, it's different. So here I'm just kind of going slow. I think I do have this thing in cinematic mode. I can't. Yeah, it's in C mode. Yeah, that's right. Excuse me. Welcome to this season of getting the colds. See, I noticed it was floating a little bit. I did not do that. It was floating around. I think the sensors, because of the water, I think, like any other drone that has sensors and you put water in the mix, I think it confuses it a little bit because you're reflecting off of like almost a mirror surface. So unless you're moving straight forward or whatever, I think it can sometimes confuse what's going on with it. So, I mean, but it did great. Wasn't too bad. It was a little bit challenging because I'm sitting here. I don't know if you can. I mean, okay, where you're looking at right now, off to the left, I'm about probably 10 to 15 feet behind, kind of walking with the drone, trying to do some shots because it's hard to see any like minor obstructions that might hit the blades. Like I said, this thing is tiny, So I'm trying to make sure there's no twigs or sticks or something sticking up that I can't see. So this is my attempt to get another Mavic Mini reflection. So, yep, there we go. It's showing up, but I don't think it's quite as good as the other video. But I mean, I got the Mavic Mini up high enough where it's not blowing wind everywhere, so I can get it in the shot. And that was my total goal doing this particular shot, is just trying to show that the Mavic Mini reflected on the water is just fun. I mean, it's just completely fun if you can do it. You can see it in there. I went a little bit too far to the right there, obviously. So yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, like I said before in the last video, if you have not gotten one of these or not thought about drones and you're thinking about drones, I would highly recommend this being a jump off point for you on drones, because this thing, it's just complete and utter easy and utter fun. And that's the first time I think I got to say utter twice in almost one sentence. And I'm saying, well, I'm gonna cruise by the tree, do this, and I'm headed back towards where we went to the tunnel right there on the left, the bottom left. And I think this is the point where I'm like going, you know what? I wonder if I can make it back through the tunnel, because I came through the tunnel where we're looking at right now. And so I'm like going, okay, let's see if I can go back through this tunnel. Not that one. Let's go to the one on the left. So we came through the tunnel you're looking at right there on the right. And you got 3 different ones there. So I'm sitting there looking at it going, let's do the one in the middle. Let's see how that works. Like I said, your sensors go out. It goes into attitude mode, which is ATTI mode or whatever, to where there's no sensors working on it at all, because it's not dark in there, but it's dark enough that the cameras and sensors on the bottom don't function. I don't know if the ultrasonic still work, but it said sensor error, so I'm guessing it doesn't. So here we go. Another tunnel. And there you go. There's a low light warning for the sensors. And there goes attitude mode. I can't remember why I stopped here, but I did for a second, trying to get my bearings. So it says sensor error, and then as soon as you come out of there, bam, it comes back. So guys, if you got one and you want to fly through toy stuff or be in the park and go under a whole bunch of trees and just do whatever, I think you're going to be safe as long as you got full control of your quad, as far as the bearings on where it's at, and time and space, because you don't want to not know where you're at, because then you're possibly going to run into something. So I did this very methodically. I mean, I argued with myself for like 30-40 minutes before I did this, going, I don't know, I don't really want to lose this thing. And ultimately it turned out okay. So, and here's just some more creek flying, I guess. I don't know what you call that. Water creek flying. I think here I get some more shots of the Mavic over the water, and I'll try to do a little better. Well, tilt down, tilt down, tilt down. All right, now let's try this again. Boom. Mavic Mini over the water. Oh yeah. And we go backwards.